So, Whoopi Goldberg was suspended on The View because she made comments about the Holocaust and said, it's not about race. It's about two groups of humans being mean or whatever to each other or something like that. Basically, she's saying, it's two white groups, warring is not about race. But, Whoopi, that's not true. It was definitely about race. What confused her is because in this modern age, for me, I used to work with a lot of Jewish people, and I ask questions. If I get close to somebody, whatever their race or ethnicity, I'm going to ask them a question like, what you think of? So one of my coworkers that we were close with, I asked her, do you consider yourself white? And she's like, of course I'm white. And she was Jewish. She's like, yes, I'm white, of course. I'm like, okay. So I think what Whoopi was doing is she was using the current day definition of whiteness. Back in those days, during the Holocaust, remember, Jews weren't white, Italians weren't white. To be white was a very selective few. And in Germany, there was the Aryan race, blonde hair, white, and everyone doesn't look like them. They're not white. You're a different race, Aryan race. And if you're not part of their Aryan race, you are a different race. So yes, it was definitely about race. Although today we say, okay, these two groups are both white, but probably that's just about making the population grow. But that's a whole other discussion because you want to, more of the non-whites people are growing faster and more than the white pop. So white people need more white people. But whatever, another discussion. So yeah, Whoopi was definitely wrong. It was definitely about race. Because it's like talking about in Africa, those two groups of people who were fighting and stuff, like the Tutsi and the Hutu. Anyone outside like, oh, that's just two black groups of people fighting. But no, they saw each other as different races because although they both had brown variations of brown skin, people would say, oh, they're just black. Just like you see these two people here. Oh, they have variations of light skin, so they're all white. But no, they saw each other as different. Well, now they don't, but then they did. So like the Tutsi and Hutu, they look different. Okay, where's my phone here? So like, okay. I don't know if you see it. The Tutsis were, they're taller and lighter, and the Hutu were shorter and darker, But you say, oh, that's just two groups of black people, blah blah blah. It's not about race, it's about humanity. No, they see each other as two different races. Although outside people say, no, you're just a bunch of black people fighting each other. Just like Whoopi saw in those days, just a bunch of white people fighting each other. But no, it's about race. Nowadays, we're all consolidating. White people are consolidating. Black people are consolidating. If you got light skin, you white. If you have brown skin, you black. Asians are gonna be the new whites. They're coming up. They gotta boost the numbers. But yeah, so definitely Whoopi was wrong to say it was not about race. It was definitely about race. Just like the Tutsis and Hutu. So it was about race. They saw each other as different races. Just like the Aryan race saw Jewish people as a different race. Subtle differences will make a race. You all gotta look alike. So yeah, Whoopi was wrong. Should she be canceled though? Because cancel culture is a thing. Oh my gosh, Whoopi, you're anti-Semitic or something because you didn't recognize that this was about race. Although today it wouldn't be about race because Jewish people are white now, and that's what it is. What it is. We're consolidating now. We need to grow our numbers. White people need to grow their numbers. Black people need to grow their numbers. And I don't know about anybody else, but white and black people particularly. But yeah, Whoopi was wrong. It was definitely about race. But if it happened today, it wouldn't be. It'd be about religion or ethnicity, I guess. So, what do you guys think? Should Whoopi be canceled? Cancel Whoopi Goldberg. Cancel her. Cancel. We love to cancel people. What you think? Okay, bye.